Life-saving tutors.
All right, hi everybody. Today we're going to talk about one of the most hotly contentious topics in Algebra 1, which is factoring. Kind of scares a lot of people away, but I have created a three-step process. There's no magic X, there's no secret formulas you need. This should work every single time as long as you follow the process, and that's kind of nice about math because if you follow the formula, you're going to get the right answer every time. Obviously, there's times where it gets hard, but that's when you got to put your noggin to use and work a little bit harder, but you will get the right answer. So in general, factoring is going from something like this, a polynomial, something with x's and maybe x squareds and numbers, into a sets of parentheses. The reason we do this is because this gives us solutions where this whole thing equals to 0. When we get farther into the unit, obviously we'll start graphing. In general, these are the areas like -7 and 3 are the areas where it crosses the x-axis, but that's neither here nor there. First, we're going to talk about the simple guide to factoring, okay? 3 steps. Step 1, well, if we want 2 sets of parentheses, let's make them. Step 1 is to make the parentheses, and spot 1 will be coming from whatever this term is. Well, this term is x squared. How do I get x squared? The only option, step 1, the only option is to be x times x. It's the only way to get x squared, okay? Now, step 2, going to carry down what we already have. An x here and an x here, okay? Now, this is the most important part. What goes here and here is simply whatever this number is, okay? But it's to multiply to -21. What choices do we have? 3 times -3 times 7, we got 7. -7 times 3, 1 times -21, -21 times 1. That's about it, right? One of them has to be negative, one of them has to be positive. Doesn't matter which one you put where, because step 3 is where we FOIL and get back to the beginning to check our answer. This is one of those trial and error kind of things, and I know that can be annoying for a lot of people, but that's kind of how you have to solve these. So 2 spots here. Let's try -3 and 7, because 3 times 7 is 21, but -3 times 7, okay? So let's put that here. Let's use another color. -3 and then +7, all right? Well, this is step 3, which is to FOIL, but all you need to do are the outer and inner parts, because the outer and inner parts have to come back to give you your, this is kind of your outer inner term, okay? Positive, kind of cut that off, positive 4x. Well, let's do our outer and inner terms. My outer is x times 7, which is 7x. My inner terms are -3 times x, which is -3x. Okay? Going back to our pre-algebra routine, if I have 7 of something, 7 x's, and I take away 3 of those things, I'm left with 4 x's, and I guess it will show that it's positive. Well, that's what we want, positive 4x. Then we FOIL the entire thing. So first times first, f and f, x times x is x squared. Well, my outers, which is outer and outer, which is 7x, positive 7x. Inners, inner and inner, are my -3 times x minus 3x. My last, L and L, is my -3 times 7, which is -21. Combine our like terms, which are my x terms. x squared plus 4x minus 21. Well, is that what we needed? X squared plus 4x minus 21. If you FOIL it, get back to where you started, then you know that your answer is this, x minus 3, x plus 7. If I didn't do it right the first time, we just have to switch the 3 and the 7. Maybe we put a negative here and a positive here. You know, it's a trial and error process, but eventually you will get the right answer. So hope this helps. And then in the next video, we're going to kind of spice it up. We're going to make the numbers a bit harder, because if this front number is not if it's not a 1, we have to start thinking of different numbers for that first spot. All right, so stay tuned for the next video.